Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Happy Fun Times with Momentus. I'm Charlie, the fearless dog walker here at Momentus. We're talking all things Solstice today with Ruth Connell, and I'm very excited because this is a very good time for all of us to remind ourselves the light and positivity that we can bring to an otherwise wild and turbulent world. So, a couple of things for you at the start. Maybe you've gotten that email that said, hey, bring a pad and paper and a pen or pencil. If you have a flower crown, also, would love to see that. So, if you have a flower crown, if you've made a flower crown, if you have one to hand and you want to show it off, make sure you raise your hand because I know Ruth would like to see it. I would like to see it. A couple of things. The chat is now open. We'd love to hear where you're from, what you're up to, how you're doing. And we'd also like you to use the Q&A box instead of the chat so that if you have any questions or any thoughts as we go through this thing, that you put those in the Q&A box. There we go. Western New York State, yay. Illinois, Netherlands, yay. Okay, so we're getting started here. So I don't need to talk anymore. If you do have a meet and greet, if you have a sold out meet and greet, just stick around right here. We will commence meet and greets immediately after this session. Yeah, we've got the chat is lit up. So yeah, use that Q&A box because we're not going to be able to see all your questions because the chat will undoubtedly be lit up the entire time. But without further ado, don't listen to me. You're not here for me. You're here to usher in the light, usher in the positive feelings, and the lulling accent of Ruth Connell. Hello, Ruth.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Where's your crown?
I wear it invisibly all the time, like
Ah,
this.
you have an
Yes,
invisible crown
yes, all
with
the
your
time.
invisible cape.
With my
Goes.
invisible cape, yes, and my invisible scepter. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm really excited. I know you've got a lot to cover, a lot of ground to cover today, so I don't want to talk too long, but thank you for doing this and have at it.
Thank you. Yeah, and let me know when I can see, when I can look at everybody and see the flower crowns. Let me know. Just
Yeah,
interrupt.
make sure you hit that raised hand feature there's like a reactions at the bottom there. Just hit that raised hand button if you have a flower crown and do it. I mean, we could try to do it at the top here if you'd like. Should we
Yeah,
see?
because
Okay.
I'd like to see some faces,
Okay.
to see who's
I'm
here.
going to promote people into this, so accept my invite when I grab you. Uh, let's see. Grabbing people here who've raised their hand. Now, I hope you do have a flower crown on if I've grabbed you in here. All right. I think I think we're having people join us now. Yay!
Yay! Hi.
Uh,
Hi. Oh, that's a nice one. This is Margaret's. I think it's woven by Target, if you've heard of them.
yeah.
Oh,
There we
nice.
go. Oh, fancy.
Nice. Hello. Oh, I like it. Hi. Hi, Gabby.
Hi. Good to
Hi,
see
Janice,
you.
you look
hello.
good. And Carrie. Carrie,
Hi.
Carrie.
Yep.
Hi. And
And
Jen.
look at all these flower crowns.
There's tons, is there? Oh, nice. Oh, I like the purple, Carrie. Carrie, Carrie.
You.
You're on the big screen, just so you know. Oh, Kim. Oh, that's a bright one. I like that one. Very becoming. You can, I don't know if I can hear you, but you can not. Do any of you already celebrate Midsummer? Do any of you? Are there any pagans here who already do stuff? Hi, Kim. I see you again. Um, Well, I suppose we could also, oh, hi, Linda. What I suppose we could also do is if people wanted to do like screenshots, um, maybe you could put them in somewhere. Charlie might be the right person to say where, or we could also post
I
them on
would I would post them online, tag maybe
online.
Instagram and have people tag you so that they can
Yeah,
yeah be
yeah.
shared.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I always wear a rose. Oh, that's sweet. Show us your flower crowns. It's not a euphemism. Okay, maybe I should just get started, Charlie. Is that
Let's do
okay?
it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go back to the proper screen. I can just see my thing, my laptop, it just popped up that it's Mike Borja's birthday tomorrow. So just for anyone who goes to conventions, you can wish Mike Borja a happy birthday tomorrow. I'll get rid of this. Okay. Hi there, everyone. Thanks for joining. Um, it's weird because I can't see all your faces, but I'm just going to talk. I'm going to talk into the void and hope you can all hear me. Can everyone hear me okay? Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow as well from Abby. That's awesome. Happy birthday. We can hear you. It's so nice to see so many people from so many places. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm really happy to be doing this today. I think it's a good moment to take a moment with Momentus and to ground ourselves, to acknowledge the what is midsummer, which there's two slightly different things. We have the longest day of the year, which I think this year is the 20th, which is a Friday. But midsummer is celebrated on the 24th. And it's slightly different. I think some cultures are maybe the 23rd, um, depending where you are in the world, obviously. And it's one of the oldest festivals. It's one of the oldest pagan celebrations. And it's a celebration, really, in essence, to say thank you to Mother Nature, to Mother Earth for all that she gives us, which is a lovely thing to do. There is also, however, in Celtic mythology, which is something that Charlie has helped me research with, there is something in Celtic mythology where it's a time where I'm going to so I don't misspeak, where there's a story of two kings, and we have the Oak King, often called the Green Man, and he rules the year from winter to summer, representing light growth and expansion. He then is defeated by the Holly King, and which then ushers in summer to winter. And this battle is symbolic of the eternal cycle of light and dark. And I think it's kind of interesting that we have the Holly King in the second half of the year is almost like Holy King. Anyway, I'm just putting that out there. It's the point, midsummer traditionally is the point where like the sun is reaches the highest point in the sky, which is something people back in the day could measure. Or you could even ancient astrologers, you could tell that this was going to happen, and yeah, it's a point where it marks the change from things getting brighter to getting darker, and it is a time of celebration. It is also a really, really good time to shed and let things go. And as such, I have a little exercise I'd like to do with you all. So. I have here a piece of paper, and as you can see, there was a lot of time and effort and graphic design went into my work. This is a piece of paper I stole from Rob's pad. I think it's his notepad where he writes song lyrics. But anyway, I'm just giving you a heads up about this just now, so you've got time to get it ready. So what I want you to do is draw in three equal columns. As you can see, mine are perfectly even and with straight lines, perfectly straight lines, and a beautiful fluffy cloud shape at the bottom. And in the left-hand column, I've written let go. So it's stuff that you're willing to leave behind. In the middle, I thought this was really important right now. We just have a column that's just about what we appreciate, because we don't do that enough. We don't just acknowledge what it is we appreciate that's good, that's really good right now at midsummer. And then we have the third column, which is what we want to draw in over the next 6 months. And we're going to go into more detail about this. Um, is there, can I have a show of hands, maybe? I don't know if that's possible, Charlie, I'm asking the wrong thing, or in the chat, of everybody who got the beautiful little origami seed kit, the fire seed kit. Did people,
Yay!
how many, yeah, is there quite a few people had it? It's on the way, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the
it's
good
on
news
the way.
is it's not too late. You just need it for midsummer. So you can all do it on the 24th. And we are going to prepare this piece of paper today. And this is my disclaimer, okay? I'm not responsible for anyone setting fire to anything precious or their homes or themselves, okay? But that's not what I want to happen. But I would like you all to burn this during midsummer because traditionally it is a fire festival, especially in Scotland. And in Scotland, it's also a time that they would burn stuff, and partly it was to protect people from the naughty fairies. And if anyone's done my witching hour, they'll know all about naughty fairies. So yeah, we are going to burn this. I'm going to give you instructions, safety instructions, and we are going to tie it in with the seed kit. I have a little method in my madness right now where we're all going to tie it in together. Do not worry if you don't have a seed kit, if you don't have a fire seed kit, you can when you do safely burn this piece of paper on the 24th, if that's what you want to do, or you could even just tear it into tiny, tiny pieces. What we're going to do is the ashes that are left, we're going to plant them, we're going to integrate them into the soil, into the seed kit, or into any plant or any kind of thing that's growing near you. So even if you don't have any plants in your house or anything like that, there'll be somewhere kind of witchy you'll find to put the ashes symbolically. And the reason I do this is that I one time did an angel invocation. And again, if you've done my witching hour, you'll know more about this probably. And with angel invocations, you write your intentions down and you burn it, you offer it up. As an offering to the angels, and we're offering this up to Mother Earth, to the soil. And so what I did was I planted it in a growing vine in a plant pot near my front door of my old little apartment. And as the flower grew and as the vine grew up round the doorway of my apartment, so did the manifestation and the intention come true of the thing that I had been asking for very specifically. And then, interestingly, a couple of years later, when I could eventually afford it because I had been filming Supernatural, when it was time for me to move out, the whole thing died. So I'm just saying, I think this stuff is real. It's for me anyway. So, without much further ado, I would like you all to start to think about things that you would like to let go of. And Charlie mentioned this at the beginning, and I think, it's without getting into anything too heavy. I think we're all aware that there's extremely difficult times for many people right now. And we need to acknowledge those things and those things in ourselves. What I would love for us today, I would love every single person here to become some kind of fire worker, especially because I'm an Aries as well. I really relate to it. And what I would love is for everyone to leave today feeling that their fire inside them, their fire, their intention, their energy towards making things better for themselves, first of all, and then for others. I would love for that to feel more vivid and present. So that's the point of what we're going to do today, which is a perfect kind of to do for midsummer. And so we will start off by writing a few things down. I'm going to do it too because I've got stuff to let go of. I want to things we want to let go of that don't help us, that don't help our fire burn brightly. Okay, that don't help us feeling empowered or strong or courageous or even calm. You can have a calm fire too. Just, some sultry smoke going up. So take a moment, write down some things you would like to let go of. And that it's good to do things that are personal to you. I want to let go of, anxiety or stress or fear. There's a lot of fear mongering going on right now. And it could even be letting go of certain inputs that we're getting that are not helping us actually take action and do anything better or feel better. And it's not to turn a blind eye to what's going on, but it's to maybe for me, I'm just thinking out loud. It's about being intentional with how I hear what it is I want to hear. So I know I'm going to let go of some things. I'm going to let go of too much doom scrolling, for example, on Instagram. I'd love to see any comments in the chat of things. Yeah, I know, Miranda, I know. I'd love to see some comments in the chats about things that you're willing to let go of. For example, I'm willing to let go of being stuck in a loop of anxiety. I'm willing to let go of that because that's not actually helping me help the world. It's not helping me help anyone. Okay, self-doubt's a good one. Yeah, sitting in hate. Yeah, being stuck. That's social media, insecurity, the fear of turning 29. Right. I mean, my God, women. I wish I was turning 29, but good for you. Let go of the fear of it because it's awesome. And it's your Saturn return. It's a really important time and you really need to embrace it. So that's a really good one. Letting go of shame, bitterness, self-criticism, fear of turning 60. Karen, yeah, I think there's a second Saturn return goes on then too, so the same for you. 60 is the new 40 anyway. Good for you. Past trauma. Okay. Procrastination. These are all really good ones. So hopefully by now, um, I'm writing mine down. You can write a few things. You can write one big thing, whatever, however. Yeah. Gretchen feeling lost. Wow, Leslie. Okay. Yeah, residual concern, whatever it might be. Okay. Marge. Okay. Indecision. Okay, these are all good. Sadness. Oh, Alicia. Okay, right. So we've got a list, hopefully a few things, at least one thing, um, of something we would like to let go of. Now, I would like us to, oh, loneliness, Linda, you're not alone right now. You're here with us. I'd like us to write down some things that we appreciate. Okay. It can be a very small thing, it can be a big thing. And yeah, take your time. And again, I'd like to see in the chat some of the things. Yeah, you appreciate your family. You can walk again. Support. Okay. I'm just writing some things down for myself. Talk amongst yourselves and I'll read your thing. Your humor. Yeah, humor is really important. I'm writing down connection. As a mum, I really now appreciate connection, especially with anyone, but especially with other mums who are like, I know. To me, that's been really helpful. Okay, so connection to good, peace, a big hug. You appreciate big hugs, great music. Oh my goodness, I need to use music more to change my state. In fact, maybe I don't know if we're allowed to do this on here, Charlie, but maybe there's a way of teeing up some music for when we do the anchoring. We could tee in some music.
We could attempt it if you want to if you
Something like fire,
like
fire,
what do you got in mind here? What are we talking about?
burn, baby. All my energy, burn.
Okay, we
Something
can
like
definitely do
that.
that.
Okay, okay, great. Heavy metal. I love it, Cassidy. The SPN family. Yay. Oh, Venus. Did somebody say Venus? I like that. Moments. Any moment that you're pain free must be such a relief. and a great thing to appreciate because I think the more you appreciate it, the more chance there is of noticing it. Oh, gish. Deep talks. Yeah, I can't beat those. This is fun reading all these, and I relate to all of them so far that I've seen. Okay, so anything that you currently appreciate now, this is the fun part. And you know what? Before I get into this, before I talk about what we want to draw in, I'm going to read you out some states of being because I think it's a good moment to do that, just as to start our subconscious and our imaginations kind of whirring about what it is we might be anchoring in at the end of this. Okay, so some states of being are being alert, being appreciative, being attentive, being clear, being compassionate, being courageous. They're in alphabetical order. Being creative, being empowering, being enthusiastic, being flexible, being focused, being generous, being gentle, being grateful, being joyous, being kind, being loving, being open, being present, being receptive, being supportive, being truthful. And here's one that I love, being vulnerable, which is to let life move through you rather than being rigid. To be vulnerable is a really powerful thing actually nowadays to do. Being an ally, I love that. Yeah, let's read some of the ones that you have in the chat. Being open. Um, I think for me, I'm gonna, yeah, there's something about being empowered. And there's something about fire and feeling empowered, being brave, being safe, being calm, being kind, being strong. I'm just reading some of the other ones. Being observant. Yeah, being observant, because observant's a good word because it's not vigilant, which implies a little bit of, maybe anxiety, but if you're observing, you're also not being sucked into the unnecessary drama that basically I think social media would love us to be sucked into, the polarization. That's a good one. Polarization. Let's let go of that. I'm going to write that down. Okay. Let's see. Being discerning, being true. I love these. Being authentic. Authentic, I read this thing recently that said, they can measure certain vibrations in people, certain frequencies. If you're feeling sad, that's a different frequency than feeling joyful. And you know what one of the most powerful frequencies was? And I think this is fantastic because it doesn't involve being something you're not. It doesn't involve trying to be happy or anything like that, which can sometimes doesn't work. But being authentic was one of the highest vibrations or resonance or energy fields that the scientists that were doing it could measure. Isn't that awesome? And all that means is for each of us to just be authentically ourselves. Being a sovereign soul. I love that. Oh, yeah, sovereign. I love that as a word. Right. So, with drawing in things, I'm going to write something in particular that I want, that I actually want. So you can write practical things that you would like to bring in. You can like write down just now some practical things that you want to let go of. I want to let go of my unnecessary junk, hoarding or whatever it might be. And you can, I'd love a new lawnmower. Or I would love a new job, or you can start to write in things in the draw in column that you would like to have. I'm choosing to be kind of more minimalistic this time. I'm going to ask for one thing in particular that I can see, and I will know if I have it in the next 6 months. Okay, from now until winter solstice. Maybe we should do this again in the winter. Um, yeah, I'm going to ask for one specific thing. And the good thing, if you ask for anything you're asking for, if you can recognize it, that's awesome. Sometimes it's good to ask for something tangible and so you can literally, something you could take a picture of or see or feel or, something that has happened. Bring community together. And it could be, for example, that there's a moment that happens in the next 6 months where you're in a room or there's or a Zoom meeting or something where you have that feeling or that experience. Okay. Financial stability. My healing farm for everyone. That sounds fantastic. Okay, so I have, and as you're writing, if you think of things you want to let go, if you can top up any column at any point, and yeah, let me know when you feel like you've cleared up your storage room. Yeah, so you'd like to bring in some order, maybe Gabby, something like that. So yeah, let me know when you think you've all kind of filled out your columns. I'll give you 1 more minute and I'll just have a little sip of my pretend coffee. It's decaf. There's like 1% caffeine in it, but I need it. I don't feel myself without it. Okay, I'm writing down. Right. One of my things I'm letting go is reactivity. I think it's hormonal. Don't tell anyone. I would like to let go of some of my reactivity. That instant, um, I love that word sovereign. Thank you, whoever it was that said that. Your own sovereignty. Okay, thank you. Okay then. I think that's 1 minute. I think it's 1 minute. Okay, be more creating. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, positivity. Let me see. Let me look at a word for positivity because positivity, and I'm going to offer you a word. I'm going to offer you two words, satisfaction and receptivity. Two different words. Because positivity is a great word. Um, it's also can feel difficult if you're feeling the opposite. And sometimes it's like you just want to move your vibration one little bit at a time. Sometimes you can just pop to positivity. And what we're going to do today is going to help with that, if that's what you choose. There's something about satisfaction and just being receptive can move things rather than feeling like we're trying to push something. Does that make sense to people where you're having to do something to grasp something? It could be, for example, just sitting right now and just allowing one thing somebody says to resonate with you. And that can make you feel more positive but without you trying to be more positive. Does that make sense? And then yeah, and doing one thing well. We don't do enough with our hands nowadays, which is why I like these fire seed kits and burning and doing stuff. There's the amount of satisfaction you can get from doing one thing, making one thing, tidying one room, doing one small thing. That satisfaction is such a big state change compared to trying to just feel happy or optimistic. Does that make sense? Is that any help to anyone? I hope so. Okay, so with everything that we've already done, I like all the hands clapping and the love hearts. Fantastic, Yolanda. Okay, I want to see, well, let me just have a look at that. I want to see what the mental health person said. Oh, are you Dutch, Elvira? Is that what I'm reading? Are you in the Netherlands? Yeah, super fine. That's the only Dutch I speak. I love the word. Um, okay. So with everything we've done, everything you've thought about, and everything you've conjured, I want you, bearing in mind it's midsummer, fire solstice, and we're here to fire ourselves up. I want you to think of one state of being that would help you accomplish what it is you want to bring in that would help one state of being, whether it's feeling empowered, excited, calm, grounded. It doesn't matter. You choose. Okay. And that magic word is probably the most important word of the day. Leo, yes, Andrea, absolutely, it's your time to shine, literally. And that's what you're going to write in your perfect little cloud bubble here. You're going to write the state of being, inspired, deliberate. I love that. Confidence, fearless. Okay, I'm just trying to think of mine. Hold on, hold on. What do I need? I'm trying to think of my word. I've got the feeling, but I can't think of the word that goes with the feeling. Does that happen to people? Is that just me? Calm, engaged, activated, present. Okay, I'm going to steal one of your words. Hold on, let me think what I'm going to say and write down. Okay, I've got my word. Determined. Oh God, help us all. Accepting, passionate, peace. Lovely. I love all these words. Hopefully everybody has a word. Okay. Hopefully everyone has a word. Now, in your little boxes everywhere, in all your Zoom boxes everywhere, what I would love for everyone to do is you have your word in front of you. Okay. I would love you to, if you can, carefree. I love that. I love that. I'd love for everyone to put both feet on the ground and feel your bum bones really sitting on your chair if that's what you're doing. And I'd love everyone to kind of relax their shoulders, just start to feel some connection to your body. We've all been kind of in our heads talking, especially on the screens, that's what happens. And I'd love for everyone to find a way of dropping some of their energy down into the ground to feel their feet in the earth. And actually, what I'm going to do after this is I've got a little patch of real grass, one little patch of real grass. I'm going to walk around with my bare feet in the real grass. Okay, good for you, Andrea.
When do you want me to play the music?
I'll tell you, I will tell you. You will know, you will not be in any doubt. Okay. And the song will become an anchor for all of us here today. That's it. I'm really glad I'm glad this came up. Thank you, Charlie, for organizing it. Okay, so we've got our feet in the ground. Feel our breaths drop into our belly. Okay, anomaly. Yeah. Yeah, if any of you, yeah, you should listen to Anomaly on wherever you listen to stuff because there's a lot of this kind of breath work and things in there. It's helpful as a reminder. So everyone just, yeah, feel yourself into your own bodies, feel your breath drop down. Maybe a little smile as you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth 3 times. A little smile because it's midsummer. Not like the movie because that's terrifying. But in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to think of a time in your life where you felt the word in your cloud. Okay. Think of a time, just one time in your life where you felt, for me, it's determined. But it doesn't matter, whatever your word is, calm, appreciative, grounded, powerful, whatever the word, whatever you have chosen. Just think of a time in your life when you felt very XYZ. Okay. And what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to talk you through it. It's only going to be for about 17 seconds because that's how long it takes to rewire one neural pathway, apparently. What I'm going to do at at the point, Charlie, I'm going to do this with my fist, okay? And that's when I want you to play the music. Okay. I want everyone to choose a physical anchor that works for them. I'm going to choose, it doesn't have to be up. I will do up today for the purposes of this so you can see it. And because to me, there's something about being determined. There's something about this that will help me. And the good thing about it is I can be doing this, I can be sitting in a meeting and I can clench my fist under the table and get basically it's called an anchor in NLP, and we're going to, I think, attach some links at the end of this, and you can kind of go over this and do more yourself and double check it. But basically it's a shortcut to a feeling. And so I want you to choose a physical anchor. I'm going to choose this. You could choose pulling your earlobe, squeezing your earlobe. You could choose pinching your chin. You could choose putting your hand in your, yeah, hand over heart. Yeah, that, um, there's something about this that like basically giving yourself a hug. There's something about that that's really good. And you can kind of do that. You could do that on a bus, nobody would, it's something for you, something very specific. It could be putting two fingers together really firmly. Does everybody have an idea? Folding hands. Yeah. Try and make it very specific. Maybe, if you're going to do that, do it the same way every time. Is anybody stuck? Does anybody not have a physical anchor that they want to try and use? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Let me know. I mean, you could also you could also like clench your butt cheeks. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever you're going to be able to remember to do, something that's convenient for you and something that's specific. Okay. Kegels, yeah. You don't have to do the sound effect, but yeah, it could be thumb twisting. Yeah. It could be that one, I know you could be that you press your nail. It's got to be one very specific anchor. For me, it's going to be this because people have different ones for different things. You can build up your anchors. I don't feel like I have very many right now. I'm just going to use this because, yeah, use your ring. Yeah, squeeze your ring or spin. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so everyone has an anchor. Okay, so Charlie, be ready. When I do this, I want you to play the music, okay? So everyone, put your hands back down onto your legs, relax, let go of everything else, back feet on the ground. You have the memory that you found earlier. Just that one point in your life where you felt the emotion that's in your cloud. So I'm thinking of a time where I felt very determined and clear as well. For me, there's another word in there, but well, it's not, you don't have to make it more complicated than it already is. But there's a specific moment I'm remembering a time when things weren't easy for me actually, but I felt the emotion that I want to feel that will help carry me forwards for the next 6 months to achieve my goal and let go of what doesn't serve me. Okay? So everyone, just you don't have to go into the memory, just know, just have an idea of what the memory is, just have it kind of floating about there. And as you feel your feet in the ground, I want you to tap into that memory. If you can remember where you were physically, okay? Remember where you were physically. Maybe what you could see around you. If you could hear anything, what you could hear around you, what you were doing, if you were doing something, if there was someone with you. And if you could start to begin to feel the state of being that you're calling in, the one that is in this memory, this feeling for me. I'm not going to keep saying my one because I don't want to override your ones. I want you to tap in to the moment where you really felt how it is you want to continue to feel, and we're going to anchor it in. So we're going to build it up and build it up and build it up. And then when we've built it up to its peak, Charlie, we're going to put the music on and we're going to have a little dance party in our seats. Okay? So everyone, be in the moment where you were. See what you were seeing in your head, be doing what you were doing, be absolutely tuned into, turned on to with the emotional state of being that is you want to anchor. And as it's there inside you, allow it to grow inside you. Notice where it is in your body, what your breath feels like, what your face is doing, how alive it feels inside of you. And Charlie, go! Everyone squeeze their ankle. Forget it. Everyone forget it. Totally forget it. I want you to think of I want you to think of bananas. Think of bananas and apricots and blueberries. I don't want you to think about what you were thinking about before. Don't think about anything apart from fruit. Okay? Don't think about purple elephants. Don't think about that. Okay. I felt pretty good for me. We're going to do it again. Ready? Feet on the ground. Feel your sitting bones on your chair. Let your breath drop into the bottom of your belly. Now, I want you to remember the memory that you were using. And we're going to do it a little bit quicker this time. Okay. So be in the moment, conjuring back up the state of being that you're going to use over the next 6 months that you want to amplify. So just be in the moment that in the past where you felt a certain way. Notice what you were doing, how good it felt, how good it felt to feel what you were feeling. Notice what your face was doing, what your shoulders were doing, what your heart was doing, what was going on, what did you see, what did you hear, what did you feel? And as you sense that in your body, I want you to really amplify it as much as humanly possible. And at the peak of just feeling that emotion, I want everyone to forget it. Forget it. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. We're going to do it one more time. We've got time. Has everyone got time? Yeah, we've got time. One more time. Lemons, apricots. I don't like apricots. I don't know. I'm sorry. No offense to apricots. I like limes. I love a peach. I like a nectarine. Nectarine's a man-made fruit, apparently. Okay. Okay, back to the beginning. You know what to do. Feet on the ground. I'm finding it difficult to get out of the state. I hope everyone else is kind of similar. Feet on the ground, sitting bones, breath dropping in, back to the moment, back to the moment, where you were, what you were doing, what it was you noticed about yourself and how you were feeling, and begin to amplify it in your body, however, whatever the feeling was. If it was calm, feel more calm. If it was grounded, feel more grounded. If it was excited, feel excited. If it was determined, whatever the word was, just really start to notice it growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And as it reaches its peak for you, I want everyone lipstick. Everyone look at my lipstick. Isn't it a nice color? It's a nice red color for fire today. Thanks. Hope you all got nice lipsticks in your life. That's what keeps me going. Okay, so little experiment now before we finish. And I tell you what to do with your effigies. I want everyone to think of a cold winter solstice, the opposite of summer. Cold winter solstice, and oh, it's cold and kind of miserable. And you're wishing it was summer. There's nothing great going on. And you know you need to do something to make a change. You know, you need to get off your ass and feel a certain way. You want to feel how you felt in the cloud with the word in the cloud. You want to get back to that feeling. What was it? What was that feeling? What was that word? Oh yeah, I wanted to feel determined. And I want everyone, whatever the word is, out of nowhere, I just want you to hit your anchor and just notice what's there. It's there, right? It's kind of there. I know it's great that nobody's been on the chat because you've all been doing this. It's awesome. You can shake it off and forget about it, and then try it again and see if it's there. Oh, you got goosebumps. Song went through your head. So yeah, so I'm just going to start playing this song intermittently on Instagram, and you're going to be like, um, it's mind control. I'm going to be mind controlling you all to feel more calm and more positive and productive. Yeah, the song. Yeah, biggest smile. Yeah, and just know that this we will try and find some good links and put them in, and this is something you can redo. Yeah, you feel alive, you feel good. This is awesome. So we've anchored in this emotional state of being that is going to help us carry forth all the things that we want to let go of and all the things we want to bring in using this feeling, losing the feeling in the cloud, a good cloud. It's not full of too much information. It's just got your state of being in it. And what I want you to do in midsummer is you can be as witchy as possible about it. Okay. The way I do it is I have my doors open, my window open. I have a pan that's heat resistant. It's very safe. And what I would love you to do is if you have a fireplace, if you have a barbecue outside, somewhere safe. If not, a pan in your kitchen with, a damp cloth ready, and just to be really, really safe. I've never had any issues, but I try not to breathe. Don't breathe in because I think the paper and ink is probably not great for you. I have my expiry layer on in the fan. I'll probably on Midsummer myself, I'll probably light maybe a red candle. I'll probably sit myself down. I might bring in my anchor, might reread my paper, think about what it is I want. The appreciation thing is important. That list in the middle, and I'd like to I should have added this earlier. Within the appreciation list, appreciate that we are here. It is midsummer. It's a time of change. It's a summer equinox. There is power. It used to be, people used to almost see it like Halloween, like the veil can be thinner. Just appreciate Mother Nature and spirit and everything that is going on around us and the power that's available to us to affect change in ourselves and then the world. Okay? Tap into the appreciation. Say thank you to the gods of fire or music or whatever it is you want to say thank you to. Burn your papers. Between now and then, you can keep them, you can look at them, you can add to them, you can do whatever you want really with them. Put them on your altar if you have one. Burn them and then sprinkle. It doesn't have to be all. Sprinkle some of the what's it called? The ashes. Sprinkle some of the ashes into your little fire seed kit. Not too many, just some, or into a tree or a plant that you have, or if you wish to just if for you you want to just put them in the trash safely and know that they've gone. However it works for you, just let go of what it was. You don't have to think too much, try too hard, that you've done your little ceremony, and just know that going forwards, every time that maybe you're stuck or you're trying to do the practical stuff that you need to do, or just you want to feel better, test your anchor, test it, and go forth and be fire angels for the world.